What's up, guys? On this week's show,
The plane!
entire store is half off.
And Batman's not a superhero?
All that and more on this episode
Of One Giant Leap for Geeks.
That's one small step for man, one giant leap for
Geeks. Welcome to another episode of OGLFG, where we talk about movies, video games, and all things in geek culture. I'm your host, Mike C. Squared. And with me are my co-hosts, Sexy Lexi.
What's up?
And DJ Melly Mel.
Y'all missed me, didn't you?
Now, before we get started, I want to let you know, if you enjoy the show, tell some friends about us. Share us on your social media. Whatever you choose to do, know that you're helping us let others know about the best damn podcast they've probably never heard of. Now, if you want to talk to us, the show is on Twitter at Giant Leap, the number 4 Geeks. You can get a hold of our resident DJ Melly Mel at Froggy Beaver. What you been doing?
Pie, and more pie.
Ooh, what kind? I love pie.
Oh, Jesus Christ. We had like 9 or 10 different kinds of pie.
Okay.
We had
I'm
two pumpkin cheesecakes.
Not pie, but good. Yes.
2 regular pumpkin pies.
Okay.
An apple pie.
Okay.
A cinnamon roll apple pie. A cherry pie.
Wait, go back. What?
Instead of making crust, you use cinnamon rolls for the bottom layer and the top layer of the crust with the apple.
You put
in the
icing
middle.
in it too, still?
You can.
Oh my god!
You can like drizzle the top. We didn't.
I need a pen.
I need to write this
We
down.
did not drizzle the top with the icing, but you can.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay.
I think you were on cherry pie.
Yeah, we had a cherry pie. We had a pecan pie.
Nice.
We had an assortment of cheesecake. We had a blueberry pie.
Nice.
We had pink fluff dessert, which is cranberries, marshmallows, Cool Whip, and apples.
Okay. Yep. I know what that is.
And
I didn't.
we had, what else did we have? Jesus, I think that was all of the desserts.
Yeah, I think so too.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
And then, we also had sweet potatoes and turkey and ham and stuffing and macaroni and cheese casserole and green bean casserole.
Cornbread.
And mashed potatoes and scallop potatoes. And I feel like Bubba from Forrest Gump.
It's like you making my stomach hurt now.
Jesus.
Yeah,
my
that was a lot of food.
My whole kitchen was covered in food. Like, the stove was covered. The whole counter was covered. And you've seen my counter.
Yep.
And we had a little white table with food on it, and the little fold-out card table with food on it.
And the regular table.
And the regular table also had food on it.
Okay.
We've been eating leftovers
Now,
for days.
how many villages were y'all feeding for Thanksgiving, or
No.
were y'all having like the first Thanksgiving with like the pilgrims and everything?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it was the first Thanksgiving in our new house.
Okay.
So
fair.
we had
So everybody and their mama had to come.
Fair.
Everybody and my mama had to come.
It's a saying.
Yeah,
Mhm,
I
yeah.
know, but I thought it would be funny.
Mhm.
We had my grandparents, my brother, my parents, T-Money and I, Sexy Lexi and her girlfriend,
Yeah.
and my uncle and his wife and 3 of their kids from South Carolina.
Damn.
And we had, who else was there?
I don't even know. I lost count.
The
as
whole
the
second
heads
line of the
came in.
Detroit
I think that
Lions.
was it.
Yeah,
And my
probably.
grandma's brother
Oh, okay.
was also there. So yeah.
Like he like 5 motherfuckers by himself.
Yeah,
so.
pretty much.
Oh damn.
He was so sweet.
Yeah, at 9:00 in the morning.
Oh.
He showed up to our house at 9:30 in the morning.
He was the
We weren't-
first one to.
we
He was
weren't
the first one to get there and the
eating
first one to
dinner.
leave.
Yeah, we weren't eating dinner until 1:30,
It's
which
okay.
we didn't end up eating till almost 3. But
He was sweet to me. So it's
yeah,
okay.
he bought her a Slurpee.
Yeah,
so.
he offered. He was like, I'm going to the store. Would you like one? I was like, yeah, sure. It was cute. I thought it was nice.
So we've been cleaning up pie and leftovers since Thursday.
Could have brought some with you when you came over here.
You don't eat pie anymore, sir.
The fuck I don't.
It's not Sunday.
It's
Yeah.
not Sunday.
It would have been in the fridge until then. It's Tuesday. I could have waited. No, this week I've actually done kind of crappy between Thanksgiving and stuff. It's been and Black Friday and all that. It's been just a mess
I
trying.
was gonna say I was looking out
Decent.
for you, trying
Yeah.
not to tempt you with that stuff.
Nah. Ain't no getting around a week.
Trust me, I tried.
Too many baked goods.
I pawned a whole pumpkin cheesecake off on a coworker today because I'm tired of it being at the house.
It's like just take it. I don't even care.
I did. I took him the whole...
You can throw it away. I just don't need it in my house no more.
No, he was gonna eat it.
I was like, please just take this food.
Yeah. We were talking about it yesterday, and I looked at him, and I'm just like, all right, well, you can have... He's alone, a guy that lives by himself, so he doesn't really buy groceries. He's like, oh my God, pumpkin cheesecake. I would just tire that up. Cool, you can have it. Had a whole one in the fridge, hadn't even been touched yet. And I'm like, here you go.
One at home that likes that, I think. The pumpkin stuff.
Yeah.
So nobody else was going to touch it?
No, nobody else was going to eat that shit.
So
I mean, I ate the whole other one by myself, so I couldn't polish off another pie, and we still have cheesecake too. So
the cheesecake is pretty good.
Yeah. Go ahead, get it out. Come on, I know you're thinking something.
Well, not to be the immature one on the podcast, but when you said like, "Oh, I already polished off the other one," I was like, "Sorry, you asked for that joke."
I know.
Sorry.
You're right. I did.
So what about you,
happens.
Sexy Lexi? What did you do?
Let's see. What did I do?
Now, Sexy Lexi has had 2 whole weeks to try and come up with some good things to say, so let's see what she does.
Oh my God. Okay. My inner thoughts.
Right.
Well,
that was the moment Lexi realized she had fucked up.
Let's see. We did have Thanksgiving.
Yep.
The house was full of people.
Mm-hmm.
That was, yeah.
You were in your room.
Yeah, I know. Let me get to that.
Oh, I'm sorry. My bad.
Oh, gosh.
Don't mean to steal your thunder.
You are. It's okay. I'll keep it. But, what else did I do? We had Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And then I cleaned my room.
You did a lot of cleaning this week.
I really did do a lot of cleaning this week.
I think all them people being in the house kind of threw you in overdrive, and you just...
I went on a cleaning...
You did.
...rant. Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Because you cleaned not just your room and area. You cleaned, like...
The whole house.
The kitchen and the back room and the bathroom.
Yeah,
and
I did.
Basically, you did everything except for laundry.
Yeah. Well, I did my laundry yesterday.
Yeah.
But besides that, yeah, that's usually what happens. Sometimes I'll clean just to clean. But if my anxiety's pretty up because of all the faces that was there, I usually go on a cleaning rant. So
yeah,
I get like that when I know companies coming over. Sometimes it's like it could be people who come over all the time too, and it's just like, oh, they think I'm gonna live like a pig.
She does that after people leave.
Oh wow, okay.
Like,
are you like a germaphobe? Touching all this shit.
Sorta and no. It usually just depends.
Okay.
I just like to clean.
She's like, if you just look like a big greasy motherfucker, I'm probably gonna wipe down everything you sat on.
I like to I clean my room a lot. That's one of the places where I really do clean. Like if you don't see the vacuum, it's usually in my room.
Okay.
But yeah, I just clean a lot. Yeah, that's what I do. I really did clean a lot in these 2 weeks. So I think that's what I did.
I was gonna say,
I did go to my aunt's house.
If you ever feel like making a couple extra dollars, we could use a housekeeper around.
I would really clean your house.
No. You don't have to come clean my house. No. If anybody's gonna do that, I'm gonna do it to somebody who needs it and get somebody who's like running from ice or something and get them to come. It's terrible.
Hide in your basement.
We live too far north. I don't think we get a lot of like illegals around here. Probably, who knows? But
our illegals come south, not north.
From Canada, huh?
I would clean your house. I love cleaning.
I don't want to become one of those people. I'm already to that point now where I pay somebody to cut my grass. I don't want to be paying somebody to clean my house too. I don't want to become that person. Like,
it's money.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm like, then next time I have like heated floors and shit.
Hey, heated floors are great.
I know.
I'm just gonna throw that out there. I worked for a lady that had heated floors.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Last winter,
like I'll work for you
when it was like fucking -12 and we had that statewide
like
ice
a broker
storm.
needs some money, goddamn.
I don't know about outside work. I can maybe make it look pretty, but I can definitely clean the inside. But I don't know about outside. The outside might be a little too much.
She said, I ain't cleaning no gutters, trimming no bushes.
Yeah, I'll
Fair
Better
enough.
get your
I'll clean the
lawnmower man to do
inside.
that.
Yeah, fair
Yeah.
enough. I was going to say,
So-
I got Jim Bob for that, don't worry. Pedro.
But the inside will be
Paige.
okay.
Oh, that's
Oh my
terrible.
God.
I'm the horrible person. But,
Yeah.
all in all, good.
Yeah, it was okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, besides your obsessive cleaning, other than
Yeah,
that.
I do have an obsession with cleaning.
Okay.
I do obsessively clean.
Hey, you could, if you're going to obsess over anything, I think cleaning is probably the best case scenario. So.
I'm gonna say I pissed off clean, so
Yeah,
I just obsessively clean. I
Yeah.
clean for any reason at all.
A-Train does that from time to time, too. If she's mad at me or her mom or some shit, she's like, motherfucker, she's washing the dishes all aggressively and shit,
Yep.
folding the shit out all the clothes, mad, and it's like,
Yep.
oh, man. Yeah.
scrubbing the floor.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the shank and shit. It's
Right.
like, what are you doing this for?
Oh, you know it's a really good stress reliever.
Sex.
Stabbing the shit out of motherfuckers.
Okay.
It's like both of those things could be, yes.
Getting you ever had to like remove paint off a wall, like just to scrape it?
No. No.
It's a really good stress reliever.
Are you one of those people that like watching pimples get popped too?
No.
That's me.
Okay.
No.
That's
You
me.
get, like,
Oh,
a sense of
God, yeah.
satisfaction from that.
I could sit and watch it
I
for
don't
hours.
get satisfaction out of that. I vomit, possibly throw up.
I think it's gross
myself
too,
out.
but it's something about like watching one thing go to something else, like that transition. Like people get like fascinated with that.
I think
Oh,
it's
no.
interesting.
I don't
They have
like
the
it.
earwax videos too. Those are nice.
Mm-hmm. Or like there's like videos of people like organizing like a messy room or something like that, and people get satisfaction out of watching.
Oh, then that'd probably be me.
Yeah, like things
But
go in their right
not
place
of like
and,
pimples or anything
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like anything on a body or like just anything like that. No.
like tweezing eyebrows.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Maybe-
love watching tweezing.
I don't like to
eyebrows.
watch it. I like to feel it. Like for it to be done to me.
Ow.
I don't know.
I don't like that feeling because mine kind of grow out a
I
little bit on
pull
the
mine
side.
out sometimes.
Yeah,
You probably think I'm a psycho.
I'm editing that part.
Yeah, take that out.
She's like, I mean, I know. Why would I'm not a masochist at all. I don't do that.
Yeah, I don't do that.
You're not alone. You alright.
I don't do that.
Right. I don't pull out my toenails with pliers and shit. No, I don't do that. Why would I do that? That's crazy. Ha ha.
Ouch, ouch.
Not pliers.
Yeah.
Clippers.
Oh yeah.
What about you, Mike? What have you been doing?
I survived Black Friday 2019.
Hashtag.
Right. Hashtag Black Friday
I
2019.
survived.
Yeah. Or hashtag I survived Black Friday
Yeah.
2019.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a fun time. For those who may not know, I work in retail as my day job, my only job. I do this for fun, I guess. If y'all want to give me money for it, that's totally cool too, though.
Right,
Anyway,
right.
no, the holiday shopping season has like kind of changed and evolved over time. We'll get into that a little bit later.
Sure.
But it was interesting. It was kind of dull in the beginning part of the night, and then it kind of picked up as the night went on. But yeah, I mean, you know, it had its ups and downs and challenges and things like that. But I survived. You know,
Now, this is
nobody
the
clawed my
second
eyes
year.
out.
Well, that's good.
Mhm.
That's good. I'm glad to see you're all in one piece.
right. This
That's
year,
pretty much how I like it. You know,
Right.
I mean, I don't want
Nah.
to see you missing an eye or rocking the pirate patch or something.
Or where'd
but-
your left hand go?
Yeah,
you
right.
get a hook hand or a peg leg to be sweet.
Yeah.
A fun fact, and not to throw it off, but did you know that the first successful pirate was a woman?
Doesn't surprise me. Not
No,
at all.
No,
I didn't know
I
that.
didn't know that.
That's cool.
But I learned that it was a
I'm
woman.
surprised, but no, I didn't know.
I'm not surprised, but
And
that's
she
awesome.
didn't have like an eye patch or anything like that, but she was the first successful pirate.
Nice.
I didn't know it was a woman.
Nice.
You were starting.
Oh yeah. This
My
is
bad.
the.
Oh no, you're fine. I was trying to remember. I was about to say something. I was like, wait, no.
We've had almost 2 whole years of our show,
Mm-hmm.
and we were around for Black Friday 2018.
Mm-hmm.
Does your company really get that busy for Black Friday?
Oh yeah.
Really?
No, not now. We'll never have.
Like, you don't have people like pushing each other over. and-
No, or like lined up outside the door. You know,
Okay,
waiting
so
for
it's
us to
not like
open
a
the doors.
Walmart Black Friday kind of thing.
No.
But
like Walmart's terrible.
No. We will see
like people.
But
lining up.
you guys do get quite an influx.
Yeah, we will see a good surge of people throughout the day, but it's a more steady flow, and it's not just like there are some stores in the particular mall that I work in.
And you're open like all night?
Yeah, we were open from 6 p.m. on Thanksgiving till 10 p.m. Friday. So
continuously straight.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to me.
No, there was
knowing the kind of business that you do. That's just crazy for me.
Yeah, well, there were stores that, you know, for example, say a place like. Someone's gonna figure out where I work at by process of elimination one of these days. It would be like they're gonna just have like a chart with strings on it connected on it, and they're gonna just start marking them off, all the ones that I say that I don't work at, until they figure it out.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
They're like, okay, it's retail and in a mall, and it's not Nike. I know that
it's not Nike,
right? But for example, some place like North Face, they'll have like someone at the door. And they can only let so many people in the store at a time.
So like a bouncer.
So like groups of like 5 or 10 or something like that. Yeah, because fire code.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
there'd be so many people in the store. So it's like after a point, it's like, okay, you know, you 5 come in. When 5 more leave, I can let 5 more in. If 10 leave and y'all can come in, one person leaves, I'll let 1 more in. That kind of thing. And I was like, wow, that's crazy. We don't get quite that busy. But,
thinking back, you had mentioned that this is your busy time of the year, as it is for anybody in retail.
Yeah.
And, like, thinking about it, I'm like, you guys aren't.
No.
You're not the top of the Christmas list for most people.
No.
But, I mean, I guess.
We have our clientele.
Well, yeah. I know you do.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like I said, you're not, like, the top of the list for anybody.
Sure. Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
Well, it depends. Depends on your needs.
That's true.
I'm gonna let y'all figure that out. but no. Other than that was basically it. My week has been so like I didn't even stream like I wanted to over Thanksgiving week or anything like that. It's been so consumed with work that I haven't had the energy to do much else. So
well, you stay pretty busy. I mean,
I try to keep busy.
Got work and you got A-Train and you got Parker and you got your gym and you got you got the podcast. You got a lot on your plate. So
yeah, and then a trick on the weekends. So there's that too.
Take a walk down that Hooker Highway.
Hell yeah, shit. Yeah. Gentleman of the night is what I prefer. Thank you.
I like that.
But yeah, all right.
Show you how it's done.
Right. It's like, move, bitch, I got this.
Oh my God.
Suck a dick. No.
Oh my God.
And on that note, moving on.
Please.
Moving on.
Oh my. Well, that story sure took a turn at the end. Oh, and nobody thought of me. Nobody asked if I liked pie. I don't, but that's not the point. It's the principle.
So our old friends at Blumhouse are at it again. I think I've figured out their business model now.
Okay.
Because at first it was just, find a talented horror director with a good idea, give them a low budget, and then flip that into a big profit.
Okay.
Now the business strategy has seemed to become, go take dead properties from studios that can't figure out how to revive them and make them into movies now.
Yeah.
Because we have The Invisible Man that's coming out after Universal fucked up the Dark Universe. They gave it to Blumhouse, said, do something with this shit. And now we have, I think it's Sony that this is for
it is.
Reviving a...
Sony and Universal.
Yep, a TV show from the 60s, 70s, Fantasy Island, and they're gonna rework it and modernize it and release that for somebody to see.
I'll probably see it. Honestly, I didn't know that it was I've heard
a show.
I've heard of the show,
right?
And
but you've never seen it, or
not really.
Yeah,
I mean,
I feel like I've seen a glimpse of it, but not enough to know.
I feel like most people
reference.
our age and younger probably are aware of it through cultural osmosis, but it's not. a thing where it's just like, oh yeah, you know, I used to watch that when I was a kid. Like,
Right.
no, your parents might have watched it when they were
Maybe, yeah.
kids, but yeah.
Yeah, I knew about the show, and once you said the references, I was like, oh yeah, shit, I've heard of this before. But until you said that, I was just thinking, okay, they just stole the name.
Yeah.
No.
Nope. This is
Modernized.
the
I mean,
official.
there's a couple of twists that are kind of not TV friendly, but
I'm disappointed
why?
because, like I said to y'all off mic, I feel like it was a missed opportunity not to get Peter Dinklage to be the little dude
True.
in the movie. But it's kind of like the joke I made about Jonah Hill and the Penguin. He's like, "What, you just want me to be Penguin because I'm fat? And like, you want me to be fucking in Fantasy Island because I'm a midget? Like, fuck you. No, I ain't doing that shit. Go get somebody else. Go tell Tom Hanks to be the midget dude. Fucking CGI his ass and make him little. Fuck you. Make me the big dude. Make me Hispanic and I'll run the island. Fuck bullshit." But it is good to see Michael Pena doing something other than like
Stupid humor.
Ant-Man and Dora movies. No offense.
It's okay.
She's like, shots fired. Fuck you. I love that movie. Did you ever disrespect Dora? Dora Daddy is the greatest.
Oh my.
Yeah, I think you just opened up a whole can
I
of
know,
worms
I know.
for a whole bunch of meme porn.
DD. Dora Daddy. Right.
Dora Dad.
So, but I'm curious. Like, for someone who, you know, Lexi, I know probably of the three of us, you are probably the least like knowledgeable of Fantasy Island, anything like that. Just going
Okay.
into it like not really knowing what it was going to be about or anything, just watching it as a trailer. Like, what did you think?
I thought it looked pretty interesting.
Yeah.
It looked like something different from like other movies that I've seen.
Did it remind? And is it just me? Did it remind you of Saw at all?
Yeah, kind of a little bit.
Yeah, I kind of got vibes of that. Maybe because of like the booby traps and they got them all like
Could
Yeah.
be.
rigged up and some
I mean,
shit.
it's on an island though, so it
Yeah.
makes kind of sense.
Or what's that other movie?
Or-
Hostel. You ever seen that one? Hostel.
I want to say yes, but I'm not fully sure.
They go to like
'Cause the
Europe
name
to stay in a
sounds
hotel, and then there's like crazy rich people that like pay to basically have like torture you and shit. It's fucking weird.
Well, maybe.
I did see that movie.
Okay, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Because there's like
I
a
probably
scene
have
where
to
they got
see,
somebody
like,
like
a
hanging
recap
upside
of it or
down. They're
something.
like cutting them and like letting the blood
Letting 'em
come into
drain,
their
yep.
bath.
It was
It's-
weird.
Yeah, it was a weird fucking movie. But yeah, it kind of gave me vibes of that.
Yeah, me too. Kind of like I saw,
Yeah.
like booby traps and stuff.
What about you, Mel? What would you think?
I liked it at first, like at first glance, because I'm with Lexi on this. It was something that I was like, okay, this isn't your typical remake, you know, like, oh, movie studios are screwing up because all they're just doing is taking stuff and remaking it. Regurgitated garbage if Ben was here. And nothing original in his words. But I thought it was a cool concept. Like, you mysteriously go to this fancy island and you show up just defying some laws of physics there. And
Yep.
Welcome to Fantasy Island. Like, all right.
it kind of got me thinking. I was like, what would be... Like, because I'm a pretty realistic person.
Mm-hmm.
So what would be my ultimate, like, fantasy thing that I've dreamt about for a while now?
Uh-huh.
And the lady was like, oh yeah, my fantasies, I want to kill this chick from my childhood.
Right, torture some bitch who was a
Right.
bully to me and shit. Yeah.
I don't remember.
It makes it hard for me to feel bad for the characters when some shit bad happens with them.
Right.
Because I'm like, well, y'all are already kind of horrible people on the
Yeah.
inside from the beginning.
Right.
Like, you take my black ass to Fantasy Island, ask me what my fantasy is. Like, I want a room full of like money and like drugs and like a butt naked supermodel just laying in the middle of all that shit. How is that not everybody's fantasy? I don't know. I mean, you can switch out some of the elements if you want,
Sure.
but it's like, I want to torture a motherfucker who
Yeah,
was a
I
bully.
thought that
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Like, I don't even remember what the
Demented.
names of the
yeah,
bullies.
it's like that's your
that-
fantasy.
Yeah.
Like that's like some like serial killer shit. Like, all right, Dexter Morgan, calm the fuck down.
Right.
like fantasies is supposed to be like some inexperience
Good
that
things.
you can't have like and it don't
Enjoyable.
yeah it ain't got to be like sexual per se. I mean
Most of them
but
are.
most fantasies are, but it's just like I want to stab a motherfucker or pull their teeth out or some shit. It's like what is in your brain that makes it sound like
Maybe you need to
I
go
like
see a
that.
psychiatrist.
Right,
You
shit.
don't
We
need
take
Yeah,
you to
like
a
that.
psychiatric island. Fuck the bullshit. I mean, it is definitely the movie, or at least the trailer, makes the movie seem like it's definitely taking more of like a horror slant than the show did.
Well, I mean, being a Blumhouse,
Yeah, because I mean, in the show they did have like crazy or like scary shit and shit like that, and there would be like a twist or whatever.
Sure.
Like, oh, it was real. It's not a fantasy, and they really got this person. But in this, it seems like they're just going all in on the we finna murder and torture people shit, and they're not even gonna entertain any of the other fantasies. It's just like I feel like this is what happened to them kids that went to the fire festival. Like they went to that island and they got their ass fucking chained up somewhere and shit, and they doing all kind of horrible shit to them because they couldn't pay. I don't know. I mean, it just confuses me. Is my main thing.
sure.
Like it looks like it could be fun. I mean, I don't know if it's worth like the price of admission to go see it in theaters.
Oh no, this would definitely be a Netflix.
Right. Like I'd watch it on like a slow night when I have nothing to do. I just want to kill some time or something. But I'm like, I'm not just
Kill
like,
sometime.
yeah, like oh shit, I can't wait to see
You
Fantasy
missed it
Motherfucking
completely.
Island. What? It was a joke that went on over
Kill
the radar?
sometime.
But don't. I'll add the drum. in
I
later,
even
don't
half laughed.
worry. But
Like, come on now.
but she was like, "Give me something." God damn, I'm trying here. But the thing that confuses me is that who is the movie for?
Right.
Because the people who were old enough to have watched the show ain't gonna give a shit
No.
at this point. They either too old and not interested in watching some old horror slasher shit, or they're not really going out to the movies like all like that anymore anyway.
Yeah.
And the people who don't know what the property is and never seen it, just as like it's just another horror movie. Like who gives a shit? Like whatever, Like
Right.
so why even use the name and the whole concept? Because the people who know what Fantasy Island is don't want to see it, and the people who don't know what Fantasy Island is aren't going to want to see it more because it's called Fantasy Island. So it's like, who is this for?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
I get rebooting things that has name recognition that people still care about. Like, hey,
Sure.
Yeah.
if they come out right now and say we rebooting Lethal Weapon, people know what that is.
They already
They'd be
did
like,
that.
okay,
Yeah.
with the show, yeah, but
Yeah,
you
yeah,
know what I'm saying, like,
movie-wise, sure.
or they say we finna reboot Die Hard or anything like that.
Right,
It's
right,
like
right.
people know, like there's generations that are aware of that. With this, it's such an obscure thing. I'm just like, who?
It's a big age gap.
Yeah, right. It's like who exactly is your target audience, and that's what I'm confused about. But that being said, I mean, I don't want to begrudge, the movie. It could be good. I mean, I might enjoy it. Who knows? But I'm not too.
Not gonna rush out
Yeah,
opening weekend, and especially since this comes out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I know. This is Sonic going head to head.
Oh my god.
Those are your two date night movies: Fantasy Island or Sonic the Hedgehog. You pick one.
You're right.
Yeah, so enjoy date night in 2020, kids, because, ooh, shit.
It's a good thing T-Money and I don't celebrate.
I know, that's what I was
Valentine's
just
Day.
thinking. I'm like, I'm so glad I don't make a big deal about Valentine's Day, because good lord, your movie choices are slim. You better just hope Star Wars is still in theaters, I guess. That's your only other option.
Candy and hugs.
There
Star
you
Wars
go.
doesn't come out.
In December, that's what I'm saying. You better hope it's still
I
in
was
theaters
gonna say,
by,
no,
Valentine's
but
Day.
yeah. I just would rather stay home.
She's like, nah, I'm
I just
good.
want-
Take me to dinner and then take me home and
Right, take me home. if
take
you know what
me
I'm saying.
home and we'll be good.
Okay.
Take me home tonight.
Right.
I don't know.
That's a great Valentine's Day for me. I don't need cards. I don't need candy.
Sure.
I
don't
just
need
would like candy,
flowers.
a really nice like chill movie night, and then
Yeah.
cuddles.
Chill
And then I'll be
Sonic.
fine.
Chill movie
Cuddles
night.
for
Sonic
me, not
and
for
Fantasy
you.
Island. Double
Not
Sounds
for
very
you.
great for you.
That's just the kind of person
I know. That's why it sounds very great for you. I'm
That's how I
not being
roll.
sarcastic.
Yeah. Oh well, that's the vibe I was getting.
So yeah, so we have movies and your choice of Sonic and or Fantasy Island for Valentine's Day.
Choose wisely.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's hope something better comes out.
I don't know.
I doubt it, though. February's not a good
Hopefully
month for
there's something
movies.
good in January that bleeds over, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, moving on.
I wanna lick you from yo head to yo toes. And I wanna move from the bed down to the flow. Then I wanna you make it so good I don't wanna leave, but I gotta no what's your fan TTC.
Battinson, as we are calling Mr. Robert Pattinson now.
Who the fuck said that?
Hey, they had Batfleck. They never had one for Christian Bale, though.
That's
was just
because he
Christian
sucked.
Bale. Christian Bat. Yeah, I don't know. Bale Man. I don't know.
No.
Pattinson. He was on a podcast, I believe.
Yeah.
And they were talking about his Batman role coming up, and the podcast host had referenced Batman as a superhero, and apparently Robert Pattinson kind of balked at it and said that Batman is not a superhero. That in order to be a superhero, you need like magical powers and stuff.
The man wears...
Now, this is not the first comment that Mr. Pattinson has made about Batman and his hero status.
Yeah.
Earlier this year, he had made the comment that he didn't feel that Batman was an hero at all. That Batman is a flawed person, or saying that he never felt like he could play a true hero. Like, so I guess he doesn't feel that he could ever play like a Captain America or something like that, which kind of is weird. But so it got me to thinking. Now, before we dogpile on, Mr. Pattinson, he is the Batman. Let him have his opinion. We don't even know how this movie's going to turn out, but every time he makes comments like this, I'm like, what fucking Batman movie is y'all making? Because every time you say some silly shit like this, you start to make me wonder, like, is this movie going to be some bullshit? Like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, it is.
What direction we taking this character this time?
They are going... From what it seems like, now I don't have inside sources at Warner Brothers.
Sure.
If I did,
yeah, please email us at
somebody please let my
opinion.
opinion be in Warner Brothers. But since it is not, they're kind of like a Gotham-esque kind of Batman.
No.
That's what the vibe that I'm getting, because everything I've read, it's not going to be Batman in his prime against like the villains that we know.
It's gonna be like
it's gonna be like a pre-Batman where he's just a detective and he just goes out and I don't know, throws money at wrongdoers or something. I don't fucking know.
Go into an alley and hit him over the head with a stack of $100 bills.
Like
instead of batarangs, he's got like a really sharp $1 million bill. He just throws that crooks and shit.
Papercut.
I have so many questions. Why would you take on the most iconic superhero? I don't give a shit what you say, Pattinson.
Sure.
Why would you take on the most iconic superhero and A, not think that he's a superhero, and B, think that superheroes only have magical powers?
Yeah.
The man wears a rubber suit and a cape. That's a superhero.
That is a pretty accurate description of what I would say.
Yeah.
So that's why I wanted to bring this up. Not necessarily to talk about Mr. Pattinson and his comments, but more so to talk about what makes a superhero. So I have a list with some bullet points, and I will explain, and I want to get your guys' opinion and see if you agree or anything you want to add or if you would like to challenge any of my, thoughts about this, by all means.
All right. Ready. I'm ready.
All right. Roll your sleeves
Yeah,
up. All right.
all right.
So, number 1, selflessness.
Okay.
Because a selfish superhero isn't going to help anyone or put themselves in dangers to protect others.
Fair.
I think
I agree.
that's my first one. I think that's not the most important, but one of the most important aspects of being a superhero.
Right. Yep.
Okay. The most important, though, dope ass costume. Okay.
Oh my god.
Because you ain't a hero without one. At least not one that looks cool. At least, okay. Because you can't be running around in like overalls and a hoodie and shit, talking about I got you. Don't worry, I'll save your daughter from the burning building. It's like you look dumb. You're not a superhero. You got to have a dope ass costume.
Which, yep, Batman has.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. So far we good?
Yeah.
We good?
Mm-hmm.
Can we all agree with
Yeah.
this? Okay.
I agree.
All right. Human. Most aliens are villains besides like a select few, and the ones that are aliens that are heroes are so strong that I would be worried they'd kill us all by accident anyway. Look at Superman. Look at what he did in Man of Steel. They made a whole movie about him fucking up. The whole point of Batman vs. Superman, at least was supposed to be, about Batman wanting to kill him because of how strong he is and the potential of him fucking everything up.
Right.
So I feel like if you're going to be a superhero, you should probably be human. You're less likely to be able to kill everybody.
At least human-esque.
Yeah.
Human can be physically human, or you can have like human characteristics for me.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, even the aliens that don't look human, if they can try to, like Martian Manhunter, he shapeshifts and shit to look like a human or whatever sometimes, but
Vision,
but
Vision has
but like
human
Thor, he's an
characteristics.
alien, but he looks human.
Oh, yeah.
Superman's
Yeah.
an alien, but he looks human. Shit like that. Gamora and Drax, they different colors, but they look mostly human. They ain't got like a
that's
third
what I'm
arm
saying,
coming out
a
their ass or
human-esque
something. Yeah,
shape at least.
Sure.
Maybe not human color, but
Sure.
human shape.
Okay.
Down for that. All right.
Theme song. Okay.
Oh yeah, if you got a theme song, you're definitely a superhero.
If I can't hum it, then don't
Spider-Pig.
even bother me with that bullshit. Okay, I should be able to whistle, hum, or make some kind of sound with my mouth.
people
to do
know
your
what
theme
you're
song.
talking about.
Yeah, and you got to recognize that shit on point. If I got to start pulling out instruments and doing all this other shit to make your theme song, it's too complicated. Don't fuck with it. So
what does Hawkeye fall under then? Because he does not have a theme
Hawkeye,
song.
at least by this criteria that I got, he only meets like one of the two. I'm sorry, he's human and he's selfless. But other than that, yeah, he fucking up in every other
He got an
department.
okay costume.
Dope ass. Okay, dope ass.
that's-
Not okay.
No,
He got
I know.
Dope ass costume.
His is not dope ass, but
No.
it is okay.
No, yeah, it's alright in some movies. Other ones, I don't know.
Yeah.
Logo,
Okay.
because
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So
Gotta have a
Branding.
design.
Hawkeye
obviously.
gets a logo. So
Yeah.
we're
yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, come on, like you, it don't matter where you go in the world, any age group, you put the Superman S up, they know what that is. You put up the Spider-Man, they know what that is.
Yeah.
Batman logo, gotta have a logo, dope ass costume, theme song, human,
Yeah,
and be selfless. And then
Okay. Pretty good
I would
choice.
say at least you got to have 3 of these to be a superhero.
at minimum 3.
Because I
Minimum
mean,
Yeah.
Hulk doesn't.
Yeah, Hulk barely wears clothes.
Yeah. I don't think
Hulk,
he's-
And the clothes he
Hawkeye.
is wearing is like
Yeah.
some purple fucking leggings and shit. So.
half the time he rips his clothes. So-
Right.
Hulk,
exactly.
Hawkeye, Black Widow. I mean, some of the obscure X-Men. So, okay, so you gotta
Mystique is just naked all the fucking
right.
time. So, yeah.
You gotta at least have 3. All right, please
Okay.
continue.
Okay. I think this is, if not the most important, one of the most important aspects. Tragic backstory.
Yep.
Because
Okay.
you can't be a hero if you haven't seen some shit. Okay.
Right.
All the greatest superheroes got a tragic backstory. Spider-Man, he lost his Uncle Ben,
Yeah.
Batman's parents, yada yada, Wonder Woman's, fucking world burned up and all that shit. So everybody's got a tragic backstory. So it's like for whatever reason, I guess that has to be the motivating factor, because I don't trust you and your motivations for wanting to go out and beat up people and save other people unless some trauma has happened to
Yeah.
you.
Fair enough.
Because if not, then I would just feel like you're just getting off on like adrenaline or some shit. I don't know. You just want to
Probably,
beat
yeah.
up motherfuckers. A cool villain,
Okay.
because the
At
villains,
least one.
are half of what makes the hero so cool in the first place. All the best heroes have them, so the crazier the better. If it makes the hero look good to have a crazy ass villain, because then when he beats the shit out, Batman is only so cool because the Joker is crazy than the motherfucker. So
The Joker is pretty
And Batman has like
Oh, he has
47 different villains. So
Batman and Spider-Man have the best rogues gallery of any superhero
Oh,
by
yeah,
far.
I agree.
Like, by far. And finally, and this is probably the most important,
all right.
daddy issues. Almost every superhero has some. Now, how I was talking about the tragic backstory, think about it. Spider-Man, daddy issues. That ain't even his daddy. Uncle Ben is his uncle, and he still got daddy issues.
Yep.
Tony Stark, daddy issues. Bruce Wayne, daddy issues.
Thor, daddy issues.
Real daddy issues. Great granddaddy
I think the only one that doesn't. Nope, Black Widow's got daddy issues.
Mm-hmm.
Cap doesn't have any.
Yeah, we don't know about his family at all, though.
That's true.
Yeah, at least
he
not
might.
movie-wise. Maybe in the comics, but I'm not aware, though, of his familial ties.
Okay.
Yeah. Most importantly, almost every single superhero has daddy issues.
All the
I
X-Men.
can't think of
Yep,
one that doesn't. Not a single one.
Professor X has daddy issues, but like on the other side of that, like he wants to play the father figure for most of them.
Yeah, and it's not like necessarily daddy issues like, oh, my daddy was mean to me, he beat me up, some shit like that.
Right.
Yeah.
More so like you have a complicated relationship or your relationship with your father was cut short.
Right.
So to some degree or another. So I don't mean daddy issues just in the sense that we didn't have a good relationship, but maybe they were killed when I was a child. He's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Somebody kidnapped him. I don't fucking know.
Something along those
He's
lines.
sucked into a black hole. Who fucking knows? But
All right.
every superhero has daddy issues. And I think that is the number one secret to being a superhero. You got daddy issues, go put on a cape. You good.
Go put on a game.
All the other shit will come later. You can get the theme song and all that. Go hit up somebody on Fiverr. You can get somebody to make you a song. I'm sure it'll be fine. Now, my question is, do you have anything to add to that list? Should I put jacked? I think you got to be jacked to be a superhero.
I don't
know if Paul Blart.
I don't know.
I
If
don't
I
think you
would feel
have to be
safe.
jacked.
Because
For him to save
Ant-Man's
me?
not jacked.
Bullshit. Paul Rudd got jacked. Well, he was ripped. He wasn't
was
jacked.
ripped, but he
was
wasn't
ripped,
jacked.
but not jacked. And
And
for those that don't know, ripped is like you're chiseled.
Uh-huh.
Jacked is like you're like big.
Right.
Like not big like
Colossus
like
big.
yeah, you're right. Well, you swole. So yeah.
Got
Yeah,
them
ripped and
shoulders.
jacked. Yeah. So he was ripped, but okay, you have to be
Okay, but
ripped
Professor
slash
X
jacked.
wasn't either of those.
But he ain't a superhero.
He is.
Professor X is Professor.
True. He is the leader of the
yeah,
superheroes.
he don't do shit
He
but sit in
doesn't-
Cerebro and watch shit.
Yeah, you
This
right.
motherfucker is watching them on a streaming service get their ass beat.
You
And he's
right.
like, you can do it, Cyclops.
You right, you
He's
right.
like, you can come help, motherfucker. Can't you freeze people and shit? Yeah, but you know, I'm busy at the mansion right now. I'm sorry.
All right. all right.
My wheelchair's stuck. I can't.
Oh my god.
That's horrible.
Y'all ain't putting no ramp on the plane for this shit.
That's horrible.
No, it was
Mystique
horrible.
wasn't jacked.
Mystique ain't no superhero. Mystique is like a villain. They made this bitch into a part of the team in the new movies.
That's
I was like,
true.
she was a villain
That's
for
true.
a
You're
long
right.
time.
You're right.
She's an anti-hero.
I want to say
at
she
best.
falls under the badass villain category,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
she good.
White is probably most superheroes are white. Because if you black and you in the alley in the dark, they gonna shoot the shit out your ass. I'm just putting it out there.
So we had T'Challa and Black Panther.
Yeah, but
and-
he in Africa though, so he's straight. He's the king
in
of his
Africa.
own nation.
Oh, okay,
He's
got
straight.
you. White in the States.
Yeah, in America, yeah. I'm like, look, Blade a vampire, so he don't count.
Yeah,
So,
Blade don't count.
Blade.
Miles Morales, he got a mask on, so they don't even know he black. Wait till they see that shit ripped or something. Shoot him! What else? Who else? Is there any other black superheroes in America that are well known? Luke Cage is bulletproof
Luke Cage.
for a reason.
We got Sam.
That is the only power. He's bulletproof. That just goes to show you being black and a superhero, your only ability you need is bulletproof.
We got Sam.
God.
Sam Wilson,
Yeah.
Yeah, he can
And we got
fly, though.
Rhodey.
But see, Cap vouches for him, though, so that's
Okay,
different. All
so yep, cool by
right. Rhodey is in a
association.
whole suit, so can't nobody see him.
Well, Rhodey gets cool by association anyways because
Yeah,
he gets
Tony,
a suit from
yeah.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony dead now too, so
Well.
better be careful.
He still has the same suit, okay?
Fair.
Storm's black.
Yeah.
That's true. That's
And
true.
she's a woman.
That's true.
So
Yeah.
That's true.
I
She's
mean,
pretty
But
good at her job.
she married to T'Challa though, so she off in Wakanda fighting him. So
I mean,
see, yep, that's it. That's all
She's
you got.
creating some storms.
haha.
It was funny.
No, but no, I think
Yeah, I think our black superheroes are limited.
yeah,
We do have some
unfortunately.
Asian
somebody
ones, though.
somebody I can hear the nerds in the distance screaming, but Mike, you forgetting about da da da, and I'm like, and so did everybody else. I'm sorry.
Right.
And so did everybody else.
I'm
It's
like, we
okay.
don't get no love. I'm sorry.
I mean, we have some Asians. We have some aliens. We
Yep.
have some females.
I think we have
got-
just a good variety. Of
We do.
different
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. But
superheroes
most
and
importantly,
villains.
be white and you'll be straight. Then you can be a vigilante without, repercussions for the most part. See, and if you think about it too, two of the most well-known black superheroes are basically the only power is being bulletproof. Luke Cage and Black Panther. Ain't that some shit? That's just telling you that
I'll
they
say
gonna
him-
get shot.
Black Panther has his powers due to a suit. So
Yeah, that's true.
He kind of falls in the same category as Rhodey.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah, Rhodey's basically bulletproof too. See, I'm telling you. Bullets. That's your main villain.
Bullets.
Who is Luke Cage arch nemesis? Bullets.
Damn. Shots fired.
Literally. Good job. Yeah, 10 more
That
points.
was
Good
funny.
job.
What?
Right.
Really? Mine were better than that.
But were they though?
Yeah, they were.
Okay. All right. 10 points to Gryffindor. There you go.
No, I'm not even a Gryffindor. What are you talking about?
Hufflepuff?
No.
Slytherin?
No.
Ravenclaw?
No.
That's only 4 houses.
I was gonna say, what's the other one?
There's
That's
only
it.
4.
It was Slytherin.
He
Okay.
said Slytherin.
Yeah,
I
that's
know,
what
but
I'm
I
saying.
just want to tell him no.
Oh, you
You're
know
not a Slytherin.
Yeah, I am.
I've heard her speak parcel tongue before. It's okay. She was like, yes. I was like, nope, get out.
I'm gonna make a
No,
joke,
get
but
out.
I'm not. So I'm just gonna keep going. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh. She's like, nope,
Nope,
not
not
doing
gonna
it,
go
not
there.
doing it. All right, moving on.
Can we also add Don't Be in a Zack Snyder film to the list?
So as I had said before, I survived Black Friday 2019.
I thought you were about to say Black Panther.
Right, I survived Black Panther 2019.
We
right.
survived that Black Panther episode 2019.
Right, Black Panther, right, survived that gunshot of 2019. Anyway, but I wanted to talk about Black Friday in general
Okay.
because it's been around so long to the point now where we're all so accustomed to it, we can't, especially our age group, can't
Sure.
remember a time where Black Friday wasn't a thing.
Sure.
And so I want to kind of dig into where did this come from? Who started this shit? Why did it catch on the way that it did?
Let's sit around a table and say all the things that
we're
we're thankful for, and then
immediately-
4 hours later we're
right,
gonna.
trample some 80-year-old woman to get a new TV and shit.
Now, to be fair, it used to just be Friday,
Sure.
and
Now it's just Black Week.
well, first it
Black
was
Week.
okay, deals start at 7.
Mhm.
Well, then that wasn't early enough. So then they're like, oh well, people are here, we might as well let them spend money. Deals start at 6, and then they progressively got it back. Deals start at 2 a.m. Okay. Now it's deals start at 6 p.m. Thursday night. I'm like, what the fuck?
Shit, and now this year, shit, at least in my store, the deal started Wednesday.
Wednesday?
Yeah, so and which really frustrated me because
Jesus.
my particular place of business decided we were going to start doing our Black Friday sale on Wednesday and continued it all the way until today. So I'm like, if we were going to run the sale for a week, why the fuck did we have to work on Thanksgiving?
Right.
We could have just been closed and then just made that money
Or
all
open
up
in
now.
the beginning of the morning or something, like a
It's-
6 to 10 or some shit.
I mean, don't get me wrong. We made a lot of money on Thanksgiving, but at the same time, it's if we're going to start the sale the day before and then run it all through the weekend,
Right.
Yeah.
what's the point of being, but whatever.
Yeah,
that's
that's
besides
crazy.
the point. But,
I don't know about anybody else, but
Mhm.
we... Team Money and I go Black Friday shopping, and I mean, sometimes we get really good deals. This year, we didn't.
I've never been Black Friday shopping until we went.
We went... Really?
Yeah.
That doesn't surprise me, though.
It doesn't surprise me either.
Yeah, we went Thursday night, and I bitch about the people that go shopping on Thursday night, but
As you,
We were those people.
we go.
you're part of the problem.
Yeah, but we go because I'm in
Hypocrite.
a food coma and I gotta work off this giant 8-month
Sure.
food baby.
Sure,
So
that's fair.
what am I gonna do? I'm gonna go walk around the store. All right, let's walk around. And I mean, we don't like fight people for anything. We
Sure.
go, we walk around. If we see anything
I
for
don't know. I
anybody,
almost fought that lady for some bread.
oh, that was a couple days before Thanksgiving.
It doesn't-
That don't count.
She's like, oh, that's different.
Uh-huh.
Why are you bringing up oh shit?
So, I don't understand the whole let's go and kill each other for some towels.
Yeah.
Like, we were looking at some of the deals, and they had towels, and they had picture frames, and T-Money and I almost got ran over for a damn picture frame.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And
Sounds
like,
all right.
these aren't even the good thing.
No.
Not quote-unquote good things.
Sure.
Like,
Sure.
you're thinking Black Friday, you think electronics,
Yep.
and you think of...
Yeah, I'm gonna tell everybody that's listening a secret. For someone who's worked in retail for many years now,
Mm-hmm.
there's no point in going out shopping on Black Friday, Thanksgiving specifically,
Right.
if you're not getting an appliance
Or an
and
electronic.
or electronic.
Yep.
Everything else will still be there.
Yeah.
They're not gonna run out of them jeans you want.
Mm-mm.
They're not gonna run out of them hoodies, them shoes. Maybe your size, you might have to order some shit. Boo. It'll be there.
I'm gonna say you get
Retailers have been doing this for literal decades now. They're not gonna now if it's some doorbuster shit, maybe you want to go if you really want to get it like right.
Right.
then. But if it's just like, hey, the entire store is blank percentage or whatever, just wait.
Right.
Go Friday. Go over the weekend. They still doing the sale. They want your money. I promise
They
you, they
want your
do.
money.
They
Order
want
that
it.
shit
They're
from
not
the
gonna tell
comfort
you
of your couch
yeah.
on Sunday night or Monday morning.
Or don't
Yeah.
because then I won't have a job no more. But please keep coming to the stores. but my thing is this: if you shop smart throughout the year,
Yeah.
you won't need to go Black Friday shop.
Oh, yeah.
So like Christmas gifts, anything like that. Just clothes for yourself, whatever.
I got my Christmas gifts like a month early.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like for example, clothes.
Yeah.
If you want a good deal on some clothes, even if it's for a Christmas present for somebody else, wait till the season changes. They mark it
Yeah.
down so low because they need to make room for the inventory for the next
Yeah.
season.
Oh, yeah.
Now, you may be limited on what you have for availability and sizes, so that might be an issue. But if you're not like a core size, like if you're not just like an average, shoe size or an average, waistline or something like that, if you're like bigger or on the smaller end of the spectrum, they probably got plenty of shit for you anyway because most people don't buy that shit
Right.
because they don't fit that. So it's like, you're probably good. People get this like hive mind about stuff and they're just like, well, everybody else going to do it, so I got to go out there. And it's like, you don't have to. It's not that serious. So I did some research.
Okay. So tell me what this research said, because I'm curious.
Okay. So this is
Because I know how we do it.
Right.
We're not the, oh my God, we have to get everything.
Right.
We walk out of the food comas. If we see something for somebody, cool.
right.
If not, cool. Because I still got other plans and I'm still going to buy them whatever it is that I'm going to buy them, regardless of if I find it on sale or not.
Exactly. Right.
So what's the research say?
So what I found is they first used the term Black Friday to describe 1869 financial crisis. Okay.
Oh, shit.
In which corruption and stock fraud caused the U.S. gold market to collapse entirely. That day, the stock...
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yep, the stock market plummeted 20% in a single day. In the 1960s, police in Philadelphia started using the term Black Friday to describe the hectic, overcrowded day that came as families rushed into the city ahead of the weekend's annual Army-Navy football game. And apparently, during that time, the city's retailers wanted to capitalize on the increased traffic, so they tried to erase the negative connotation around Black Friday, even briefly attempting to call it Big Friday, but the name didn't stick. By the 1980s, the term Black Friday began spreading nationwide, with retailers in every city setting their biggest deals on the day after Thanksgiving. Now Black Friday is a $6 billion affair,
Jesus
with more than
Christ.
160 million Americans out shopping.
For an entire week.
for Black Friday. 160 million people go out shopping on Black Friday.
Oh,
one day.
my
That's
God.
a lot of
Yeah.
people.
So some explanations of Black Friday claim a 19th century term for the day after Thanksgiving, during which time plantation owners could buy slaves at discount prices. Though there's little to no evidence such a day ever existed. But there is a theory that the term came from that, in which I'm just like, that's terrible if so, but it wouldn't surprise me. Nothing ever does
That
anymore.
is terrible, but
He's like, oh, I got 6 slaves for the price of one today, boy. I love Black Friday.
oh my.
But when they just called it Slave Day or some shit, why just Black
That is
Friday?
so
No,
bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know, right? I know.
I can kind like if they're trying to, they spoke in a lot of code back then.
N-word Friday.
No.
Oh, no.
Because I'm like, look, they wouldn't have been calling them black. They'd have been just calling them the N-word, just straight up. And then then there's other theories that in 1910 the suffrage demonstrators marched on a Friday in London, and police and many male bystanders responded with violence against the women, securing the protest's name as Black Friday. So these are other theories of how that term
Sure.
was adopted and came about. But
I would think that the most
I believe the
accurate
slave
one.
shit
well,
before. Yeah.
besides that, I think that the most accurate one would be everybody went out shopping, and so they didn't pay their electric bill, and so then
or the house was black.
the house was black on the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Damn. So now, and
It was
that
a joke.
and so there is no like definitive, like, you know, more than most likely, yes, the term, you know, and the whole thing came about from, you know, the whole Army Navy football game, and the retail was like, well, we got all these people here, we might as well capitalize on this. The slave thing, that's probably just bullshit somebody made up. And then the women's suffrage movement, they may have used that term, but not to talk about selling shit to people. That was a whole other thing. But every year, what do you get with Black Friday? Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
What do we buy specifically?
No.
Or
What does everyone get on Black Friday? Guaranteed.
A sale.
Okay, besides that.
a headache,
Besides that.
Bruises.
You're getting close.
a bloody nose.
Scars, marks.
Nope. Okay,
wounds.
okay. I'll stop hiding the ball. Either being part of or watching somebody get their ass whooped over something. Every year there's a fight. Either a giant fight with tons of people or individuals fighting in the aisles. There's always like violence on Black Friday.
Oh,
Oh,
I should
yeah.
have said fights.
Yeah. So when you said bruises, I was like, oh, you're getting close.
God dang it.
So, and there's always some kind of drama. So this year, there was a shooting.
That
Okay.
doesn't-
Oh,
surprise me.
oh my god.
Yeah.
There's been shootings before.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, we're going to get into it. So this year, a 21-year-old was arrested in connection with the shooting at a mall in Syracuse, New York. The suspect faces charges of second-degree assault, second-degree criminal possession of a weapon, and first-degree reckless endangerment. The shooting was not a random act of violence, police said, but between two individuals who had sort of dispute with each other. Police said a 20-year-old man was found with multiple gunshot wounds to his leg. And the guy lived, the suspect was arrested, and, you know, they're still investigating at this point. But they wanted to make it a point to tell people, like, hey, don't freak the fuck out. It wasn't a mass shooting. Like, please don't freak out. They was just fighting and shit, and he just shot the motherfucker. Like, this was not a random act of violence, so please don't freak out.
No, he knew what he was doing.
Right.
It had specifically that person.
Right, he owed him some money and some shit. He was fucking his girlfriend. I don't know. That was between them.
Probably.
They just had drama. But there's also this website that I found called BlackFridayDeathCount.com.
Oh
I've
my
seen this website.
gosh.
Yes. And to date, as of them starting the recording, there's been 12 deaths and 117 injuries on Black Friday. Reported.
Right.
There could be
Oh
more,
my God.
but these are
you kidding me?
reported deaths and or injuries directly
There's
related
an
to Black Friday.
Actual death count for
Mhm.
this.
Yep. It's got a little counter on the top of the website. They'll just keep updating. Oh, it's
my.
fucking crazy. So, the earliest recorded incident on the website goes back to 2006. Guess which year was the most active for violence, shootings, injuries or deaths, injuries or whatever.
What's our range of guess?
Anywhere from 2006 to now.
Is it a double-digit number?
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, I'm gonna go with like maybe 2010, 11.
Close. What would you say?
2016.
Oh, you both are close. You were a little under, you were a little over. It was 2013. 2013 was the most active year with 10 separate incidents, which ended up with 15 injuries and 1 death in total.
Jesus.
Last year, 2018, had 5 incidents resulting in 2 deaths and 6 injuries. 48 total recorded incidents with 12 deaths and 117 injuries from 2006 to 2019. And there have been over 145 to 160 million Americans shop over the weekend, spending over $8 billion or so, give or take, with just retailers alone. This is not talking about online shopping, which is getting close to like $10 billion at this point. So
Probably the safest option.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's probably.
That's what I did though.
Yeah, smart
not
to
for
not
Black
do all
Friday,
that.
but for like sales
Cyber Monday?
I was looking.
Sure.
But like before that, they had sales way before December.
Oh yeah.
So
It's not necessary to really be caught up in all this hype about Black Friday. It's not.
Yeah, I
you
didn't
can
get
shop
anything
smarter
for
than
Black
that.
Friday. I did it like a month in advance
Exactly.
because they had pretty good sales.
I want to say my mom starts shopping in April.
Oh, jeez.
And it's like she'll pick up a little thing and she'll throw it in a box. And then she'll pick up another little thing just throughout the year. And, oh, hey, so-and-so would like this or so-and-so would like that. Or, this is something that I can pack away in a box or a tote and not have to worry about it. That way, come now, she's almost done. Usually, that's how I start. I mean, I don't start in April, but over the summertime,
Right.
I can start in.
She already has stuff for next year's Halloween.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I mean, you always get it on the clearance sales.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's true.
if you pick up Halloween stuff after Halloween and put it away for next year, you do the same for Christmas sales. You get the after Christmas sales. You buy, like, the decorations and stuff.
Right.
You can get them for next year's Christmas. Why wouldn't you do the same for gifts?
Mm-hmm.
Be like, hey, this is really cool. I'm going to put this away for gift time in October, November, December, whenever it is that you do your holiday gift exchange.
Sure.
Yeah.
I had a friend of mine, she used to buy a gift card every check.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing big and fancy, just like $30 every check.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes 15, sometimes more. And come December, she would have a stack of gift cards that it's already paid for. She could take those out and go Christmas shopping the week before Christmas and get everybody what they wanted.
Right.
Or, whatever she was going to get them. And she wouldn't have to worry about it cutting out of her budget because she's already spent that money.
Right. She's already allocated that to the side. She's gotten it, in stages. So it's not like, hey, I got to go drain my whole fucking account in one shopping trip. Yeah. Which is, again, the smarter way to shop.
Sure.
Why would you put yourself in a position where you are going to be broke for the next month because you spent all this money in one big, thing?
Right.
And plus, retailers know that people go shopping around certain times of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like they know those last minute people who are going to go in December and late November and that kind of stuff. They're not going to give you no super good deals because they know that you are desperate at that point.
Right.
And you got to get your shit. So it's like,
I
you
actually
just gonna
think
buy
I
it.
saw something that they have better sales throughout the year than they do on holiday sale times.
That's another little secret I'm going to let you guys in on. Now, my particular store, I can honestly say, does not do this, but a lot of places leading up to Black Friday bump the prices of shit up. So then when they do mark it down,
It
yeah,
looks
it's
like
a
it's a
deep
better
sale,
deal.
but it was probably that or maybe a little bit less
Throughout the
before
year.
they bumped it up.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
then slashed it. So when they say, oh, this shit is 70% off, yeah, it's 70% off its full maximum value as opposed to what you could have probably got it for a month in advance when it was just, regular price or at a reduced regular price.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I've worked in retail too, and
Yeah.
I learned that a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at it as a consumer, think about it.
Yeah.
If it's August and they're putting out sweatshirts you're not going to need a sweatshirt in August, depending on where you live.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be super cheap.
Mm-hmm. This is not to try and convince people to not go shopping or anything like that, but just to shop smarter.
Right.
There's no reason for everybody to all go into this crazy frenzy on Black Friday. There's so many different ways to get stuff as a consumer between Amazon and just direct, online websites and stuff like that. You have a lot of options. Now, again, One Giant Leap for Geeks does not condone not shopping in retail stores because Mike C. Square needs his job. But we do condone shopping intelligently and shopping with some degree of compassion for other human beings who are shopping for Christmas
or
presents
working.
for their family or working
Yeah.
during that time, because it's like people
I
just
feel
become
really bad
animals.
for the people who work.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to be a douche canoe
No.
just because you're going shopping.
Douche canoe.
I'm sorry.
That was
But
good.
when we
That was
went,
good.
like I said, we just kind of leisurely stroll, more so to walk the food off than
Sure.
to actually get all the gifts and stuff. We had so many people run us over, and they had a stack of like these really cool insulated cooler things, and I was like, I was trying to check it out maybe for T-Money, thought maybe he'd like it, and I see somebody he was older, he was an older gentleman, and he was standing there.
He
and
had a
he's,
knife.
No, he was looking at these things, and the price was on the back side,
Sure.
and I hadn't seen it yet.
Mhm.
And he looked at it like he was checking it out, and he's like telling his wife, he's like, I wonder, the price of this and that. Well, I didn't hear their whole conversation, trying to be nice.
Mhm.
I walk around the pile, I'm looking, happen to notice the price. They have one, and he's still examining it, kind of walking away. I'm like, hey, those are $30. And he's like, yeah, I know. That's why we have 3 of them in our cart. I was like, okay, my bad. Have a nice Thanksgiving. And this was on Thanksgiving.
Jeez.
I'm like,
And then he threw one at you. No.
he looked
I
like
know,
he was gonna
bitch.
throw
Like,
me.
damn.
Yeah, I was
oh,
like,
fuck.
dude. Like,
Geriatric
people running
shit.
you over and just rude.
Mhm.
Like, don't be rude. If you're gonna go Black Friday shopping, don't stab anybody. Don't trample people over some fucking $2 towels.
I feel like Black Friday is how the purge started.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like Black Friday happened, or the purge happens on Black Friday. In the future, Black Friday will just become the purge.
That makes sense.
I feel like people like you said, some people are out just to go get them out of the house, give them
Yeah.
something to do. Other people, are really trying to be caught up in that frenzy of shopping because they want to get a deal. And then I think there's a small segment of people who just want to go stir up some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like how people who go to like protests and stuff and just be like throwing shit at motherfuckers
Yeah.
just because they just want to be fighting and shit. Or people who go to clubs and bars looking for a fight.
Right.
So it's like, I feel like there's a small contingent of people who are like that too, because
Sure.
I'll watch like YouTube. I'm a horrible person. I'll sit and watch like YouTube videos, compilations of people just fighting and shit on Black Friday, like
Oh my
every
gosh.
year
Hey, I
for like hours on
I
end.
have watched said videos as well.
Yeah,
I've never
and
seen
I'll
it.
watch certain ones, and like people would just come, and they know that they can't get that thing.
Right.
Like there'll be a pallet of like say
TVs or some
TVs
shit.
or something. There was like 10 of them on there. They cut the
Jeez.
shrink wrap. Everybody who's already been crowded around it has already got some and grabbed it. And then there'll be some just random ass dude that'll just jump over the backs of people and just jump on top of some shit. And it's like, you know damn well you ain't finna wrestle that shit away from nobody. And more than most likely, somebody gonna come break it up, and then you ain't gonna get it anyway.
Or they're gonna step on the TV, and then you guys are
Break
gonna be
it,
fucked
yeah, and ain't
anyways.
nobody getting the shit. So it's like, I feel like there's just certain people that just want to just go, just fuck
Yeah.
up some shit. I don't know. I mean, my thing is this: if you're gonna go Black Friday shopping, be respectful to the employees who work there, because you are the reason that they are there and can't be at home with their families. Like, you got to spend time with yours. You chose not to be with your family, and that makes them not have the option. And be respectful to the other shoppers. Like, you'll get your shit. You screaming and hooping and hollering and snatch shit from somebody. It's like you literally, not even 4 hours prior, just got done talking about all the shit you was thankful
Right.
for. And then you
Right.
scratching some little girl eyes out for a fucking Barbie doll. So, come on, y'all. Like, let's get our priorities together.
I agree.
Yeah. All right. Stay safe, kids. Moving on. I know I stole your line.
I I can see why they wouldn't choose Friday as the name. It doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
It's that time again for America's #1 show, Dumb Shit of the Week. That's right, Dumb Shit of the Week is a show where DJ Melly Mel finds dumb shit and we talk about it. Want your submission on the show? Find us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geek, so you can email us at officialoglfg@gmail.com. Now here's your host, DJ Melly Mel.
Thank you. All right. So we've had quite the share of dumb shit things. We've had trends. We've had challenges. We've had clothing items. This by far takes the cake.
Okay.
At least to me.
Okay.
All right.
The suspense.
No, right.
CBS News. So
Ooh, legit.
pretty
Official.
legit.
Okay.
People are now eating glitter pills to make their poop sparkle.
Oh, wait. Is that not toxic?
Oh, we'll get there.
Okay. All right, I'm following.
I want
you.
to know who found this.
Have
Who
you
made
ever
it?
thought of taking a sparkling dump? Sounds crazy, right? Well, no. There are people out there who are going to the next level to make their poop sparkle by consuming glitter pills. An Ohio-based company started selling glitter pills, which supposedly start making your poop sparkle and glittery. What is a glitter pill, you ask? In a sense, it's exactly what it sounds. It's a transparent gelatin capsule, much like a Tylenol or Advil, filled with glitter, about the size of a calcium pill. And what is the point of a glitter pill? We have no idea. But as far as most of the internet is concerned, glitter pills are a way for a crappy punchline, and we do mean crappy. If you take one, you'll poop out glitter. Here's the problem. It's not technically edible, because glitter is not consumable unless it's like food glitter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's just not gonna break down in your stomach,
Yeah.
especially if you're pooping it back out.
Well, that's the point, is that the gelatin outside cap, like an Advil, will break down. And you know how it's like rapid release.
Right, but the glitter won't.
The glitter's
break down.
no,
Yeah.
the glitter's not.
Yeah.
They're not filling it with the edible glitter.
Right.
They're filling it with regular old
So you're just putting little shards of plastic in your stomach.
confetti glitter. Yeah.
Nice.
If
What's the
they're
problem?
not
I don't see
if
what
they're
the
not
problem is.
technically edible, then what are they
Poop
made
looks
for
nice.
if
Right,
they're not
right.
meant to be eating?
You see how pretty that turd is, girl?
The mere existence of glitter pills has captured the imagination of, you guessed it, Reddit, Twitter, and Tumblr. Instagram and
Are
Pinterest.
you interested?
Yeah.
I got some in my truck. Come on, I'll say so.
They
$8 a pill.
add to your
I ordered
stool
it from
factor
Ohio, man.
shimmery
Right.
aesthetic value. First of all, who's looking at your poop? Like,
Yeah, do you look at your poop?
no.
Yes.
I really...
I do.
Not
I do. Not like stare at it, but every time I poop, I'll look at it. I just want to see what came
Most
out
people
of me.
do.
Yeah, I wanna
Most
see,
people
you know,
do. But
might be some bloody and stuff. Hey, you know
you
something
have
wrong
to,
with
you
you.
have to
Yeah.
monitor those things. But I'm not looking at it for
mean,
long
when
periods
I,
of
like-
time.
Like, you don't
Flushed
study
the
it.
toilet.
Yeah, sure,
I just like
sure.
looked to make sure it's like going down.
Well, if it was a
Like-
long poop, though, I always want to know, like, God damn, how much of this shit?
Oh my
I was sitting on the toilet for like half an hour. God damn.
Yeah.
like when you have those poops where you've been on the toilet so long, you gotta flush it and still while you're still on the toilet because you know you gotta go again, but
Oh, when
you're
your
so much
legs
in
go
there.
numb.
Or you
How
gotta do
long
that
are
courtesy.
y'all in the
You
bathroom?
do that courtesy flush because it just starts to stink after a while, and it's like I gotta flush this one because the next one coming, and I don't know if it's gonna flush all at once. Gotta do this shit in shifts, stages.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I can
So the
relate.
pills come with a warning saying that they're not for consumption. They're
But
only
why-
for decoration.
Why is it a
thing?
biodegradable, fast-acting gel tab if it's not meant to be eaten.
Apparently, glitter is a bigger problem than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the article continues to go on that this could get lodged in your digestive system and alter your hormone production. So there's that.
Christ.
Glitter.
Also, it increases your risks of cancer because you're putting the plastic particles in your body.
Yeah.
And the impact of glitter
Is it
on
in
the
plastic or is it
environment.
like metal?
Glitter?
Yeah.
It's plastic.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. The
Metal.
impact of glitter on the environment. Environmentalists around the world say that humans do not need glitter. They need to reduce the use of glitter as it is guttering into our oceans at the rate of 8 million tons every day.
Jesus Christ.
Golly.
So,
Who the fuck is all this glitter for? What the fuck?
I don't know.
Yeah, where is it coming? Who uses that much glitter?
Right, I was gonna say.
Apparently, we as people, we use glitter
I
on
hate
everything.
glitter with a passion.
And this is supposedly the glitter pills and the projected
Wait,
results.
Okay, I want to see the poop. They didn't even poop. They didn't even. There's not even a turd. It's just they just like
it honestly
spray
looks like
shit.
somebody sprinkled glitter in
Yeah,
the
they
toilet.
just sharted glitter into the toilet. Like, where's the turd at? It's just like a bunch of
That's
glitter.
not what I
imagined.
imagined it. I imagined like
A turd that was like
that
gold
just
or
had
something.
like sparks of glitter
Yeah,
on it, like
yeah.
literally.
Like,
I didn't think
I
they
don't-
just
that
shat
just
out
looks like
glitter.
somebody threw up glitter in the toilet.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like they spilled some glitter. or
Who
some
in
shit.
their right mind? Why
That
we're
shit
on a
might hurt corner of
trend?
your butthole.
Why are we on a trend where like unicorns and glitter? What is the obsession with the poop? Like,
My thing is this.
What is the obsession with glitter?
Right.
I like glitter, but I can't.
I hate glitter.
My thing is this. Why go through all the the capsules and all? Just swallow some glitter and chase it with some water and shit that.
I don't know.
I mean, if you're
lick
gonna-
a snow globe or something.
It's
Or
all
just
dumb,
sprinkle
so
it
if you're
when
gonna
you're
do it-
done using the bathroom.
I think
Right, because judging
Who's
from the
asking
image
for this?
Well, judging from the image, it's not even fucking like a
Sticking
turd. That's
or-
like
yeah,
it's
it's
not
like,
even
it's just-
clumping together. It's just
there.
glitter in the toilet. You could just pour it out, take a picture, put it on Reddit, be like, yeah, I ate
Yeah.
it.
And not
I
even.
think the
yeah.
only
No,
person
not
this
even-
would benefit would be the chick that does the turd art.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. She probably already on this shit. She probably started this shit. She's selling them tests. She live in
Oh,
Ohio.
I bet you. We did an early episode.
Early.
Like episode 5.
Gee, that's pretty early.
And we talked about this chick that takes pictures
Of
of
her
the
turds
turds in
on
the
Twitter,
toilet
yeah.
and posts it on Twitter.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she calls it turd art.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there you go. The one-man market. Because I don't want to stare at my shit long enough to be like, oh, well, there's glitter in there.
Oh, you see that swirl, motherfucker? Whoa.
That was like a seashell.
Right,
Be
right.
like, you know what we need this?
Didn't even break.
We need glitter.
Mhm.
We need glitter in this bitch.
Hell yeah.
No!
I love it.
No! Just, no! I don't...
I need it to look pretty.
Honestly, though, if you're gonna do it, don't waste it on like pooping in the toilet, because only you're gonna see it, and the people who follow it on Reddit, unless you like post it on Instagram or
Right,
some shit.
yeah.
But what you do is this.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Here we go.
Follow me here.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna unfollow you in a second.
So what you do?
Unfollow.
Right. What you do is you take some on an empty stomach. But have something on you that'll make you gassy. Maybe like do a bunch of dairy the night before or whatever. Get all your poop out beforehand. But kind of have some gas on your stomach.
Grapes.
Yeah, and then you fart it out.
Oh, my
And
God.
it's
It's
just
a
like
poop.
and then and just glitter just shoots out of you. That is much more impressive to me because at least you can make a show of it for other people. If you just shitting glitter into the toilet,
But
who
then
is
you
that
gotta
for?
walk around with no pants on.
No, just when you know it's coming, you just hurry up and it just glitter shoot off in the air and you
Then
just run
you
away.
walk away.
Do it in the elevator right before you finna get off.
Oh, no.
Just drop trout right there, fart in front of everybody, shoot glitter in their eyes and shit and run out. Hit the closed button door and shit and run.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
This is...
And then just you'd be a legend. Because, I mean, could you imagine coming home to T-Money and you got, like, you take your glasses off and you just got, like, a ring of glitter on your face except for where your glasses were? Like, what happened to you? Like, you would never believe it. This motherfucker got on the elevator. The doors opened up. Took his pants off. Farted. Glitter shot out his ass. And he ran away, giggling.
All I can think of is like them giant inflatable unicorns. Fucking farting glitter everywhere.
Like he farted, glitter came out and he shot off into the air. It was weird, man. It's like, you on drugs again. Take your ass back to rehab. No, I swear it's glitter. He farted out his ass and put it straight back. You don't understand.
Go back to the strip club. It's all right. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh god.
So what is the lesson we learned today?
Use as much glitter as possible.
Right. I know. Look,
Let's
make it stick. If you can show me, look,
Make it
tweet
stick.
at Giant Leap, the number 4 geeks.
No, don't do that shit because then it's gonna come to me too.
Hey, I'm just make sure to tag at Froggy Beaver.
Oh my god.
And I just want to, if you've done it, I'm not saying go out and consume the glitter pills.
Yeah.
Please do
If you
not.
have not done it, then don't try it.
Right, but or if you just find me a good picture, I don't want just a bunch of glitter in the toilet. I want to see a turd imbued with glitter, okay, like merged into one thing, a glittery turd, not glitter in your toilet. So find me that.
Yeah,
send
that
it
was
to
very
me.
disappointing.
I know. I was like, that was lackluster. I was
I
like
was
thinking it was
not-
gonna be this crazy thing.
Yeah, I was very disappointed. in
You know
that
how
image.
you can get like the chocolate and vanilla swirl ice cream cone? I thought it was gonna be that, but just turd and glitter like swirled together.
Yeah,
God.
I
That was not
honestly
what it
didn't
was.
think that. I just thought it would be just compacted on there.
Okay, well, they didn't. Maybe they had some loose stool that day.
Well, yeah, they ate a bunch of fucking plastic. I bet you they did. Shit, they got loose everything in there. Shit, they probably shat a piece of their intestines out with that shit.
So the moral of the story is do not eat tiny plastic shards that are glitter and...
You just wait. Wait till these motherfuckers start putting glitter in Tide Pods. It is
Oh
going to be
my
over
God.
with.
Oh no.
Okay. We've got it. All right. The
Go.
ultimate dumb shit of the week challenge. Okay.
One Giant Leap for Geese does not condone anything that
We
is
condone
further
it.
said.
All this shit. So, you get at the bottom of a really tall hill.
Okay.
Okay. At the top, somebody gonna get a big ass ball of cheese. Okay.
Okay.
Follow me here. All right. They roll the cheese down. Okay.
Okay.
The moment it starts rolling, you get a Tide Pod. Eat that. Pour glitter in your mouth. Swallow that. Drink some dog piss. You good. Dress up like a horse. Put the little lead thing in your mouth. Then pour gasoline on yourself. Set yourself on fire. Then, as you're burning, what was we doing to make our lips big?
The Kylie Jenner lip suction.
No, it was the other thing.
Taping your lip.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Glue in
Glue
your
your
lip.
lip.
Glue it,
Yep.
not taping.
Glue your lip. Maybe you should do that before you set yourself on fire, because I don't know if you're gonna be able to do it. Okay. Glue your lip, then set yourself on fire, and then put on a blindfold and wait. And then that way you can combine all the dumb shit of the week challenges into one mega dumb shit of the week
God.
challenge, and then tweet that at Giant Leap, the number 4 geeks, and I will give you a free Xbox One. There
One
you go.
Giant Leap for Geeks really does not have extra Xbox Ones. Please do not attempt any of this ever.
He'll be in the hospital and shit. I did hit Kenneth. Where's my Xbox? Like, ooh, I guess I'm getting somebody a Christmas present.
We do not condone any of these dumb challenges.
No, we do not.
Not
You
yet,
don't-
at least.
Right.
I would
not
say
yet,
if you don't know that we're complete sarcasm and full of shit, then you probably
Get
shouldn't.
it, pull it.
Probably shouldn't be
glittery
listening
shit.
to our podcast.
no,
You are not
probably
mature
not.
enough for this content.
I'm like,
okay.
Mom, where's the lighter fluid?
It sticks.
How much cheese we got?
My God.
Can I borrow your glitter? Oh.
Get them glitter glue sticks from the dollar store.
No.
Like
Oh,
for the
yeah.
holidays.
I'd rather them just
Okay,
drop 2 of
glitter.
them in the toilet. I would have been like, okay, that's about what I thought it would have been.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of glitter. Okay. go
Yeah.
ahead.
Just stay smart, kids.
At least try to.
At least try to. Please. It's a scary world out there. If you have come across something in the world of the internet and you'd like to share it with us, feel free to send it to One Giant Leap for Geeks and Twitter at... I forgot our Twitter handle.
No.
See, this is what happens when I'm gone for 2 weeks. Yeah. Giant Leap, the number 4 geeks. You can send it to myself at Froggy Beaver, or you can email us at officialoglfg@gmail.com. All right, guys. Stay smart.
At least try to.
Right.
Glitter poop. Keep going, you're almost there. You'll do most of the work for us.
So the Black Widow movie teaser trailer dropped today, and I swear to fucking God, every goddamn week this happens. We record these the day before they're released on Tuesday, and every
you send out show notes on Monday.
Tuesday. Yep, I send out. I over the weekend research stuff, see if there's anything that I want to talk about. I compile it all together and research it on Monday, and then
I usually find dumb shit by Monday.
Right, and then Tuesday we record. And every fucking Tuesday, something comes out after we've already prepared for what we're going to talk about. And this week,
usually it's Tuesday as I'm either leaving work or on my way here.
Yep.
And then I'm texting it to you, and you're like, "Son of a bitch!"
I know, it's like it never fails. It's like I swear I'm just gonna start just leaving "to be determined" on there to be like whatever happens.
Put a chunk in there.
Tuesday, we'll talk about it then. So yes, so the Black Widow movie that has been rumored to have been coming out for, I feel like, years. They've been talking about this a long ass time.
Yeah.
Has finally got our first look at it in the teaser trailer, and I want to say it looks pretty good.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, not great. I'm not like, holy shit, did you see? But it looks pretty good.
Yeah.
My biggest question, and I kept saying this all through we were watching, when does this take place? We got Hairgate all over again, just like in the in-game trailers. All we did in the in-game trailer was kept watching Black Widow's hair. It's like, okay, you can tell what point in the movie it is based off of the length and color of her hair. Mm-hmm. Now, for those that may not remember, to give you a refresher, after Civil War, Black Widow, Cap, Falcon, and a bunch of the other Avengers went into hiding. Mm-hmm. During that time, Black Widow cut her hair really short and dyed it blonde to try and hide her identity.
Right.
By the end of Infinity War, going into Endgame, her red hair has grown back out, but she never cut off the blonde, so she has this really long red hair and a ponytail with the blonde at the end.
Right.
So it's like an ombre kind of thing. You know, blonde at the bottom and then red at the rest. Now, in the trailer for this, I assumed this movie took place between Infinity War and Endgame because there's 7 years between those two movies. Mm-hmm. Or is it 5? 7, right? 5 years?
Split the difference, say 6.
Okay, whatever, yeah. So it's been some years since then. In this, her hair is long and red. I'm confused.
And we see a clip of her in this movie, and she has short and red hair.
Right. I'm still pretty sure that's a flashback, though, because when she was talking about, I got this job and a family, I'm pretty sure those were flashbacks to, like, the first Avengers movies when she first met everybody.
But still,
yeah. My thing is, she didn't dye her hair blonde, let it grow out, and kept the blonde with the red, cut off the blonde, and then dyed it blonde again, let it grow back, so by the time we see her in Endgame, the blonde's still there, but it's still long and red at the top?
Yeah.
I'm like, so I'm confused. Like, did they film this and not know her hair was going to still have the blonde in it? Or, like, are they doing some shit like they do in the other Marvel trailers where they CG out some shit or add some shit to confuse you?
Could be.
It seems to be working.
Yeah, right. Right. Well, like, the biggest time that I can remember is when they did that was in Infinity War. In the trailer, I think it was the very first trailer for Infinity War, at the very end, they had that slow-mo shot where, like, Cap and all the other Avengers are running in Wakanda, and you see the Hulk in the background. In the actual movie, he's not in that scene. He's in the Hulkbuster suit, but he never turns into the Hulk ever again, except for the very beginning of the movie. And then in Endgame, they kept hiding Fat Thor, and they hid Smart Hulk in all the trailers too. So we never saw Smart Hulk or Fat Thor until the movie came out. So maybe this is to throw us off?
Could be.
I mean, I don't know why at this point.
It's
so many questions.
Marvel and Disney, so they could pretty much do whatever they want.
Yeah, pretty much. Are you excited to see a Marvel movie with a character who doesn't have superpowers or something, a suit or something that gives them abilities?
Not particularly. Black Widow is not really one of my favorites. I mean,
sure,
Scarlett Johansson's gorgeous and the red hair and you know, I mean, she adds to the Avengers experience. But to have an entire movie just about her,
Yeah,
I mean,
know,
she has the one costume that was pretty dope.
Oh yeah, that all white
The
one.
white
Yeah,
one.
that was dope.
That was pretty cool. Kind of reminiscent of the Endgame, or when they like time travel and shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah. The suits that they
The
had.
suits that they had.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that, I mean, it's kind of like that, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, who really wanted this?
Somebody, I don't know, because they have been saying it for years, and I'm just like, man, they're never gonna make a Black Widow movie. I was like, I don't know, they just keep saying that for like the handful of fans that keep
Sure.
asking for one, but I'm like, they're never gonna make one, and now they are, and I'm just like, oh, okay,
Well,
which is weird. It took them to kill her in the main movies for her to get her own movie.
Right,
It's
and
like,
that's
damn.
another thing. If she's alive in this and dead in Endgame,
Oh,
then
yeah,
That's
doesn't
what
make
I'm saying.
sense.
It's like it's throwing me off of when this takes place. Maybe. This is
Maybe.
probably wrong, but maybe because of the way she died for the Soul Stone or whatever.
uh-huh.
Maybe this is all taking place in the Soul Stone, and she is still dead, and this is just like the stone is making some kind of life for her to exist in because she's
Whoa.
trapped in it. I know. it's
I
some
mean,
deep
that
shit.
could be, but
Blew
she
my
goes
mind.
back with her sister, quote
Mhm.
unquote, like
Yeah.
the chick that she was raised with.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I don't know.
Like I said, maybe the stone is just creating all that as an illusion
Maybe
for
it's
her.
just a whole
Maybe.
flashback.
Yeah, because like in Infinity War, after Thanos does a snap, he goes into the Soul Stone and he sees Gamora
Yeah.
as like a little girl.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like maybe the stone is.
I'm
making
assuming
some...
it's a whole flashback. Like
Yeah.
the whole movie is just flashback.
I don't know.
It could
Maybe.
be. It could be. Maybe this takes place before.
Maybe it's going alongside, like, at the same time. We
No,
had some
no.
time where she was missing.
That is true. Yeah, because I'm like, she would have had to have at least the very first Avengers movies had to have happened already because she
Right.
references that. So
Yeah, but
At least
in
that-
between then
yeah,
and
yeah, it's like we don't know what she was doing. But then again, it's like, well, then did she grow her hair and cut it?
maybe.
I don't know.
I mean,
It's
growing
kinda
your
confusing.
hair and
This guy- I
cutting
told
it
you,
is
hair
more.
gay all over again.
I want to say growing your hair and cutting it is more plausible than, some of the other theories that were kind of thrown out here. So,
Yeah. Well, what did you guys think about the little action set pieces, though? Like that fight between her and the sister.
I mean, that was cool.
I liked it.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit
Matrixy.
too over choreographed because,
Yeah.
and I get what they're trying to convey. They were both raised in the same assassins thing, so they're trained the same way
Sure.
because they're doing the exact same moves. Like they take the gun out of each other's hands and they grab each other's arms, and I'm just like, okay, stop mirroring like the I hate
think
when
that was
movies do
supposed
that.
to be the point, because
Yeah.
did you notice the sister was a blonde?
Yeah, yeah, and she's
So
so it's like she's her opposite, or
Right.
yeah. But I mean, I thought it was a cool little fight scene. Besides a little mirroring each other's moves, especially when the sister flips Black Widow over and she fucking kicks her through that door. Shit, I was like, God damn. But we finally get to see the guy from Stranger Things character. I forgot what his
We decided he's the Russian Captain America.
Yeah, which in the comics that's basically what he is.
Right.
Yeah, but his Russian accent was cracking me the fuck up because David Harbour is the actor's name. Because I've seen him so many times in Stranger Things, and he was in the Hellboy movie recently, and I was just like, when he just comes out, he's like, family. And she's like, you got fat. I was like, damn, like, why y'all... I swear to God, Marvel has some kind of thing with fat people. Because if you fat in a Marvel movie, they gonna make fun of your ass in a heartbeat.
Thor.
Like, right. They made fun of Thor.
A
They made
lot
fun
of
of this
times.
dude. In Infinity War, they was making fun of Peter Quill, Star-Lord and shit. He's like, Peter, you're one sandwich away from being fat. I was like, God damn. And which is really funny about that is because Chris Pratt was fat back in the
Right.
day until he got in shape for the Marvel movies, and I was like, that's fucked up. I'm like, y'all know that man's struggling with his weight. Leave him alone. I feel your struggle, Chris.
Me too.
But shut your ass up. If y'all can see Sexy Lexi, I'd be like, shut your ass up. But my arm is probably bigger than your whole goddamn body. She's like, stop. But I do want to see this. I am glad that she finally got her own movie, but I feel like this would probably have done better on a streaming service, though. This would have been better on Disney Plus. I don't think that this should have been released in theaters.
No, I don't either.
But that's just me, though.
I think it should be a Disney Plus kind of thing.
Oh, speaking of which, by the by, I finally got Disney Plus.
I'm waiting until I get paid.
Yeah, I already started watching The Mandalorian, which once that finishes, I will talk about that in the coming weeks. Don't you worry. But, yeah, I mean, it looks like it could be fun. It's coming out May 2020. I'm waiting until we get a full trailer, though, so I can understand what the story is going to be, and then maybe it'll make sense to me. But as it stands right now, I'm like, I don't know what's happening. Or when this is happening is the better question. Yes, Mel?
I'm sorry. I got a notification,
Mm-hmm.
and typically I don't check my Facebook notifications while we're recording.
Sure.
But it looked weird, and so I had to open up full version. It says, a Devil Chef health tip. Enjoy celery, nature's toothbrush for your colon. And it has a guy who was naked, and then, like, he's drawn with an x-ray over him, and there's a piece of celery shoving a toothbrush up the guy's ass saying, ooh la la. It says, fiber rich, packed with vitamins, and ribbed for extra pleasure.
What the fuck?
What?
Oh, my God.
What kind of links you follow?
Right, I'm like,
It was on fucking Facebook!
What the fuck?
And it wasn't even it's not a link. It's
Oh my
somebody
God.
that I know.
They're into some kind of porn.
Wow.
I guess.
Wow, on that disturbing note, that is it for the show.
Yeah.
Remember?
On that note,
Right, I know,
Right,
right.
like-
Hurry up and get the fuck off of this shit. Remember, you can always find us at our home, onegiantleapforgeeks.libsyn.com. We are also on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, or anywhere else you get your podcasts. Make sure to show us some love, so take your little fingers and hit that like, subscribe, give us a rating, follow us, review us, and all that shit.
And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, criticisms, or you just want to send me random shit on Facebook, or you want to say hi, you can always email it to us at officialoglfg@gmail.com. You can find us on Twitter at GiantLeap4Geeks. Myself, I am on Twitter at FroggyBeaver. As a show, we are on Facebook, Reddit, Instagram, basically everywhere. All you have to do is search for One Giant Leap for Geeks. All right, you guys have a good night. Bye.